Hey guys, Precious here. I'm super excited because this is my very first video. So this first series that I wanted to do is based on Warcraft lore. I will have several spread out across the next few months. So my thought was to have some videos for those of you who might have played the game for a super long time and not really followed the quest lines, or if you are totally brand new to Warcraft, maybe you've seen the new trailer for the movie and you're like, what is that game? I would really be interested in playing that, or just knowing what the story is. So this first video is going to be based on the First War, which is going to be covered in the Warcraft movie. So I'm not totally sure what the Hollywood rendition of that is going to be, but if you're just curious, like, what is this movie going to be about? Then caution, spoiler alert, because I'm sure that there will be some things that maybe are in this video that you might not want to know if you've never heard the Warcraft story before, and yeah, people die. But I'm making this video with sketchbooks and just trying to make it a little bit light and fun for you guys. I know that maybe the video isn't as inclusive as it could be, so I've kind of edited it a little bit so that you're getting the majority of the story and the basic facts, but it's not going to have the detail that you might be looking for those of you who know the lore already and you know, want to red shirt me. Feel free to leave me some comments on things that you liked or didn't like, or suggestions for future videos. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter. I'll have all those links down below. I'm always having giveaways on my Twitter page. I try to have at least one a month. I hope that you guys enjoy my first video, and thanks for watching. Enjoy. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye!
Azeroth was a peaceful kingdom, ruled by King Adamant Rin. Azeroth was a prosperous and united kingdom, filled with the honorable humans. Woohoo! Not all humans were kind and peaceful. One sorcerer was ruled by his thirst for power. His name? Medivh. Possessed by a malicious titan named Sargeras, Medivh searched for a way to conquer Azeroth, destroy the human race, and gain ultimate power. To do this, he required help from a distant land. Draenor was home to fearsome Orcish clans who had seen years of civil unrest. Separated from Azeroth by a dark portal sealed with magic, Medivh needed help from the Draenor side to open it. Sargeras led him to a powerful warlock. Like Medivh, Gul'dan was ruled by his thirst for power. Steeped in demonic fel magic granted by the demon lord Kil'jaeden, Gul'dan created a secret group of orcs called the Shadow Council, who pledged their loyalty to Gul'dan. With the help of Sargeras, Medivh contacted Gul'dan in a vision. Medivh promised Gul'dan a godlike status in the new land, and so, together, they formed a plan to open the portal. With the dark portal opened, orcs began pouring into Azeroth. Promised an easy fight, they headed straight for Stormwind, and the first invasion began. Stormwind proved a deadly foe for the Orcs. Ill-prepared for the humans' first line of defense, many Orcs were killed in battle. The Orcs retreated and looked to their leaders for a new plan. Meanwhile, in Stormwind, King Adamant Rin died shortly after the first invasion, leaving his son, Lane Rin, to rule. Advised by the knight Anduin Lothar, the new king was determined to rid the kingdom of every last orc. Following the initial invasion, Lothar began to question how the orcs entered Azeroth. He was approached by two of Medivh's confidants, who feared Medivh had gone mad. Together, the three went to confront Medivh for his role in opening the portal. Half-orc, half-Draenei, Gul'dan's spy, human sympathizer, and former lover of Medivh, Garona's allegiance was muddled. On her way to confront Medivh, Garona had a vision that she would kill King Lane. Garona was greatly troubled by this revelation, viewing Lane as a friend and a kind, just ruler. Upon confronting Medivh, the sorcerer began to use his powers against the intruders. In a battle against Khadgar, his former student, it seemed Medivh had almost won. With the final blow from his sword, however, Khadgar struck Medivh, killing him and releasing his spirit from Sargeras' control. Gul'dan knew his fate was tied to Medivh's. Promised a godlike status through the elusive tomb of Sargeras, Gul'dan reasoned that Medivh's death would mean he would never find the tomb or achieve ultimate power. So he used all his strength to enter a trance in the hopes of discovering the location of the tomb on his own. Unfortunately for Gul'dan, this was the perfect distraction for an orc who was less than loyal to the Shadow Council. Taking advantage of Gul'dan's distraction, Orgrim Doomhammer killed the war chief Blackhand. He's totally not supposed to be happy, just ignore that face and pretend that he's dead. Claiming his place as the new ruler of the Orcish clans, Orgrim was determined to rule without the Shadow Council and Gul'dan's control. With a strong new war chief at their side, the Orcs launched a powerful attack against Stormwind. In an effort by the Shadow Council to win the battle, Garona was commanded to assassinate King Lane. Controlled by their magic, she slayed him, helping the Orcs near victory. After discovering that Gul'dan and the Shadow Council had agreed to betray the Orcs for greater demonic power, an Orc warrior, Durotan, and his mate Draka decided to confront their new war chief. Their task complete, Durotan and Draka made their way back to camp. On the road, they were ambushed by members of the Shadow Council. Their tragic death left their infant son an orphan. their son would become the influential leader known as Thrall. Furious at the council's betrayal, Orgrim sought the identities of the council members. The torture of Garona revealed the information he needed. Orgrim killed the Shadow Council's members and attacked Gul'dan. Weakened by his quest for the tomb, Gul'dan was forced to pledge his loyalty to Orgrim, but he planned a silent revenge. Stormwind suffered a great loss at the hands of the newly united Orcs. Almost completely annihilated, Anduin Lothar rode into the city and led a retreat to the northern kingdom of Lordaeron. The Orcs celebrated their victory and rejoiced in the prosperity of their new life in Azeroth.
Victory!
Alright everyone, that was the end of my very first lore video. I hope that you enjoyed it. It was really fun for me to make, and I really hope that you are looking forward to more because I will have more in the future. For now, you can help me out by giving me a thumbs up or subscribing. Leave some comments below also to let me know what you thought of this first video and give me suggestions of lore videos you might want to see in the future. Thanks for watching!